Hello, everyone. My name is Justin Pate, owner of the Wrap Institute, and I'm joined by Paul Koch. He's with Shield Laminators, and this demonstration is about how to laminate, lamination tips, okay? Because for me, it's obviously one of the biggest steps in full print wrapping and graphics and stuff like that. And what I love about this printer is this not only laminates, but it cuts. Super cool.
Yeah.
So again, this is a very basic demonstration of just simple, good steps to laminate properly. Again, Paul's super knowledgeable about this, was to help design this laminator, which is super clever. So again, I'll hand it over to Paul. I'll ask stupid questions that come up. Again, very important. But again, for me, this is very important because again, if you get a great print and it goes south in lamination, you just lost a lot of money and time. Very important to get this right. So Paul?
Yeah. Okay. First, with correct lamination is of course the correct installation of your laminate and your print vinyl. So a lot of people having problems with a laminate that it wrinkles even before they start laminating.
Okay.
So I will install it very easily. In the middle you have a splitting bar. It's the same with every laminator. The splitting bar should be above your laminate.
Okay.
And then the next trick is to get it under the rollers without wrinkling the laminate itself.
Okay.
So my little trick is very easy. I will split the paper backing.
Yeah.
With a nice little tool. There are a lot of tools to split backings in the market.
So you don't want to use a metal. You don't want to do live blade because you'll cut the laminator.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I'm only cutting the backing. You need a little bit of speed, otherwise it will keep on sticking.
Okay.
I will run it back. Take it under. Hold it. When this is in the middle, I will drop the roller.
Okay.
So this is fully pneumatic laminator, which is perfectly for the perfect pressure for your media. But also with traditional laminators, this is another problem. You will still have paper here on the bottom, so we'll never have anything sticking around here. No problems. You can use this really, really nicely and relaxed. Now we have to tape this to the top. I prefer always an easy to tear tape, not too much difficulty. With traditional laminators, this will turn this way.
Okay.
So we'll actually have to tape it to the silicone side, which is really difficult because it slides off all the time.
Okay.
So if you have a traditional laminator, take this, make a double tape. You can put it here, move,
okay.
and then you can tape it to
nice.
the roll here.
Very cool.
So now this machine, to make it easier, we have changed the direction of the take-up.
Okay.
So we can just do it like this. We do it to the back. And it's fixed much, much better.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Because when this is not fixed correctly, it will move around and it will actually influence the laminate itself.
Okay.
And therefore the whole lamination job. So this is now fixed. We will take our media. I always advise, when you have more than 1 meter, always have it on the core here, on the bottom, if you have it.
Right.
Now this particular machine has here a brake, so you don't have to pull it yourself anymore when you are laminating. So this goes all the way automatic. When you have wrinkles, just a little bit higher the brake and you're always safe.
Okay.
So we take it up. And now we can see very easily if it's installed well. So usually the laminate is the same size as your print media, or preferably a little bit smaller. So if you have troubles, I would always ask your distributor to cut the laminate a little bit shorter than the media.
Okay.
Now in this case, we have bad luck. The laminate is wider than the media.
Okay.
So this is never to be recommended and very difficult to do very, very long runs.
Okay.
So always think before you are going to.
Could you put like masking tape here to lower the surface energy? Would that help? Or?
No, in this machine, this is already low. It's still a little bit sticking.
Okay.
But sometimes I use backing paper and then the silicone side to put on top.
Nice. Okay.
So now we will do a little bit manual. So I do very slow modus.
So right now you're just like securing the lamination to the front.
Yeah.
That's
So print media is fixed
Okay.
without any wrinkles, no problem at all. This is sort of fixed. So
Okay.
make sure, especially when you are printing, when you do your test print or nozzle check,
Right.
don't cut it off.
Okay.
Keep it on. You can use the same media to do your testing with the laminator.
Nice.
So we are not wasting any media.
Okay.
So first, when I go further, I want this correct and this one. And first I will check on the back if nothing is sticking.
Okay.
Because now we have a little bit sticky piece because we have excess of the laminate.
Yeah.
So first we are going to check the back.
Nice.
Because when you don't do this and you make a mistake, it can curl up and your print is damaged.
Okay.
So first we'll go to the back. This looks quite good so far. Because we are not in a hurry. Installation is 100% for everything.
Nice.
Better spend 5 minutes more in the installation and then have a fluent run for 50 meters.
So it's just making sure you do the right steps, don't rush. Because if you get this
Don't
right,
rush
then
it.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it's fine. You don't have to move around or switch or pull. This is really very easy.
Nice.
For here, I did on this bar a little bit of Teflon backing,
Yeah.
just to make sure it doesn't stick all the time.
Sure.
to it.
Okay.
So first think and then finish the lamination process.
Nice.
So looks good. We are going back to the front.
Nice.
So I will hold it here. So first rotation. And then we are safe.
Nice. Okay.
Basically. So check the vinyl, check the laminate, nothing strange is going on. This is tight. On the backing it's tight. So basically we can do the full run now with
Nice.
50 meters. But we have to be careful with the speed, because if you do too high speed and you have a little bit of laminate next to your
Yeah.
vinyl, you can really make a little problem. So
Okay.
always keep it, when you do something a little bit of a mistake and you don't have another laminate roll or something else, accept it and take control, not too fast.
Okay.
If everything is perfect, then
Bam.
bam, go
Nice.
right ahead.
Okay.
So this machine is also unique, not only because it's pneumatic. Pneumatic is the key for proper lamination. If I compare for you a monomeric vinyl or a cast vinyl,
Right.
what is your squeegee behavior? Is it, you have to put different pressure
Right.
on every vinyl. The same with lamination. There are many brands of laminators. They just have on and off. It's up and down. Sometimes it's the height can be measured, but never the pressure. So with this machine, we have an integrated compressor. Here we can change the air pressure,
Wow.
and on the back here, you have a gauge indicating how much pressure you are giving.
Nice. So it's got a little thing right there.
So if you know exactly for this cast media, I'm using 5.5 bar, you can change it to 5.5 bar and fix it, and it's done. It's
Wow.
perfect.
Okay.
If it doesn't work for you, you need a little bit more, write it down, use this exact pressure.
Okay. Cool.
So next thing is tension. Tension is given with these brakes. They need just to be really good in quality. Also those bars, they cannot be moving too much, because when this is moving and this one, you will get
Crooked.
Yeah.
Okay.
and it might be acceptable for 1 or 2 meters, but after 10 meters you will have a big problem.
Got it.
So again, installation in the beginning should be perfect and straight on. So this seems to be good, this seems to be good. Then we have still static electricity.
Ah.
This can be a huge dust collector, so we have to get rid of it. So not too much carpet with your laminator.
So a sign show is not a good place to laminate.
No, not at all. This machine has a brushless motor,
Okay.
so it doesn't collect any waste energy and puts it back into the machine. But still, your media can be very static still.
Okay.
And then we have integrated with a shield, but you can buy it also from others. This is called Stop Static, little wire with 2 magnets. very easy. You can just plug it into your metal part of your machine.
So you have to just make sure that wire is touching the material.
Yeah, touching or almost touching.
Okay.
This solution is also perfect for printers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if you have close to the print head with static, you can have really that the ink doesn't drop on the right spot. Perfect solution also.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. The shield there have one more unique thing, and that's the cutter. So I will show it.
So if you guys can't quite hear what Paul's saying, what I like about this laminator is pneumatic, all that kind of stuff. But again, this is 50 yards. This is going to be the floor graphic, and obviously you're going to have to, overlap. But now we don't have to trim it because it's going to trim it for you. Cool.
Usually trimming, let's say like a full roll of laminate, you have to put it on your table.
Right.
De-roll it. Usually it's 4 to 5 meters. Usually 2 guys on each side of the table. Otherwise you have to walk around all the time. I think it will be like 30 to 40 minutes per full roll of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to trim the large size of it. So if you can save this per roll, half an hour of labor, that's a huge, huge thing.
Yeah.
And also, when you put it on the table and roll it out and roll it back on, it's again dust collecting, which you don't need before you are wrapping your cars. You want it clean, straight from the roll. So here we are going to start the cutting. Usually in the RIP software you can make a little bleed setting, so you don't have to put it straight on the edge, because then you'll have a little risk of showing the white line.
Sure.
So a little bit inside, I'm fixing it. Same on the other side.
So this is a rolling blade.
Yeah.
Nice.
Rolling.
Okay.
We have tried a normal blade in the factory.
Yeah.
But basically it always has a paper backing. And when you take an alpha type blade, it will
go up
warp and crunch the paper, etc.
So this is the same type of blade as like when they use tinting, like a tinting roller blade. Same idea.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Next step for a full roll-to-roll lamination, we have to connect it to the take-up.
Got it.
So here I have a take-up. Also here we have a carton core. Usually try to make sure that all the cores are the same size.
Okay.
Because now my vinyl is a little bit bigger than the core.
Ah, okay.
So on the sides it wants to wiggle a little bit.
Sure.
So it's better to have similar size cores.
Okay.
I can already just touch it. Maybe it will let go, so I will have to take it easy.
Okay. I'll tell you if it pops off.
Yeah. You can also move this one to the back, of course, and see it yourself.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think it's all right to the back also.
Yeah.
Now we can start cutting and full lamination. So I'll take the normal setting, then you can do a higher speed. Okay. Usually with every laminator, this pedal is moved just to load your material.
Right.
It will take away the security. Here there's a sensor that you don't break your fingers. But basically this is a bypass for the security also.
Nice.
In case you have wrinkles, you can just force it under.
Cool.
So ready to go. Cutter is on. That's this pedal. So I'll turn it on and start cutting. So if you can show the back side. This is the slowest speed.
You know, and so for me, I mean, again, what I love about this machine, I can't tell you, is I'm all about time and money. And on this type of floor graphic, the fact that we don't have to trim this panel, and this is, we're doing the floor graphic tomorrow, it's four 30-foot long panels. I mean, this is massive, because what I like about this too is, if the guys are cutting this by hand, what's the chance of that being straight on 30 feet?
Yeah.
0. What's the chance of this being straight? Really high. I don't know why it's stopped back here.
I stopped it.
Oh, you stopped it.
Yeah.
So again, for me, I know this is straight. So especially if I'm doing a wall or I'm doing that kind of stuff, I love the fact that this is perfectly straight top to bottom, and I could use that as a tool.
Yeah.
If I never trust someone who does it by hand, even if they're good, they might be tired, they might just not, they might slip. It happens. This won't never slip.
There's also a little trick in case you make any mistake with lamination.
Yeah.
In your RIP software, you can always choose a size between the different print panels.
Okay.
So if you put it on 10, 15 centimeters, Basically, if you see a mistake going to happen, which you cannot fix anymore,
Right.
just try to hold on until you're in the white area, which is unprinted.
Ah, okay.
Then stop
fix
it
Yeah.
and open up the roll
Okay.
and start over.
Okay.
And starting over is also quite easy, which I will demonstrate right now.
Okay.
Or just removing the media. Because also here on the backing paper, I heard today from many, many people, they use this like as a garbage composal, almost.
Okay.
So after one roll, they keep here the waste.
Ah, okay.
And then again and again and again. But the more you have here, the more unstable it will get.
Okay.
And it will actually influence your lamination
Okay.
process.
Okay.
So sometimes when this is not correct, you should be making the decision in time to take everything out and go further.
Got it.
But reinstall.
Okay.
Not hope it will be surviving, because if you mess up your print, you have to print again. And then your whole schedule for the whole day or 2 days is wrong.
Wrong.
So
Okay.
roll up. Then my knife is on the floor. This is also very important that you don't scratch your rollers.
Right.
Because if you have a standard knife, you've got one roller. The roller is always male and female, fit together.
Ah, okay.
So you break one, you break two.
Ah,
And this is almost half the price of the
machine.
laminator.
Okay.
In this case.
Okay.
So first, this one I can cut. Usually it would be in the middle of something, but now I will cut straight. For the sake of the demo. Don't drop it on the floor, there's a lot of dust on the floor. The laminate you can cut also. And this will go automatically. So we will go to the back and immediately we can take everything out.
Okay.
Put these aside. Done.
Ah, okay.
Clean.
Clean.
Clean for a new install. So if you make a mistake, this is the perfect way to start over again.
Okay.
Nothing is lost. Start with a new panel.
Nice.
So this is everything. Here again, anti-static.
Very cool.
If you have static print media, you can install the same one in the front.
Ah, okay.
So then every source of static and dust is then
Nice.
is gone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we just start again and we're good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, I think for me, there's no other laminator out there like this. I
No,
think. I
no,
mean, this is
no.
why, again, for the Wrap Institute booth, I asked Paul, he lives in the Netherlands. I know I've known Paul for years, but I do think this is super clever. Again, this is, cuts the material, super precise, and laminates, pneumatic, all that kind of stuff. So super smart. And again, it's only available right now in Europe, possibly in America.
Yep.
Okay. But again, it's one of those things where, again, basic tips, doing the right steps, knowing how to fix it, adapting. But again,
Correct.
thank you, Paul, for being here. Very
No
cool.
problem.
Shield laminators. And again, thank you for watching. This is the end of day 1 of Wrapscon. And I hope tomorrow is lots more demos. Very exciting. So hope you enjoyed all the demos today. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Justin Pate.